Hi Ramblers, it's Rose from Ramblin Rose Cottage, and today we're not going to make a soap. It's Friday, May 20th, about 8:15 in the evening, and I'm going to try to do a garden tour. It's very windy here today, so the sound may be off, and I'm going to do my best. First off, we have this 4x4 bed. This is my herb bed. And in it I have bee balm, and then down in here is calendula flowers. Those I am growing so that I can add them to my soaps, and I am going to add some new products to my line using the calendula flower. It's a medicinal flower that helps with a lot of skin problems. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. That big bush there is a sage plant. It's 3 years old now. Next to it, being hidden by the sage plant, is some, I just forgot the name of it. It'll come to me, and I'll put the title in the, at the top of the screen. Over here is something I'm very excited about. I have 3 tubs of blackberries. I bought these blackberries as bare root starts last year, and this is their first year of bearing fruit, and I'm getting very close to picking blackberries. I've got a couple of them that are really close to being ripe. I think maybe tomorrow morning I will give that a try. Very excited about that. Down here are my carrots. My carrots are not doing well. They didn't come up very well in the first place. Second place, we have had very hot and very dry weather here in Texas, North Texas, for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I don't think the carrots like that much. I think I'm going to try pulling them in the next week or so. They're not ready, but I'm going to see what happens. My next bed here is also a 4x4. This bed is zucchini. I have one zucchini that came up early, this big giant here, and I've already harvested off of it. It's a yellow zucchini. Had one last night with my dinner. There's one there growing. I'm going to let that grow overnight, get a little bit bigger. Very good, very delicious. And over here are 2 more zucchini plants. I've got them covered up with netting cloth to keep the squash vine borer moth out of there from laying eggs. Once they get big enough to start doing flowers, then I will do the same to those that I did to the big one. I'll take off the netting, and they can start producing fruit for me. So those, I've got 2 more. Those are zucchinis. I love zucchini. These here, in these 3 grow bags, is something I've never grown before. I'm trying this year. These are potatoes. I used some organic potatoes that I had in my cabinet, and they were starting to grow sprouts, and so I thought, what the heck? And I threw them in there. I'd say they're probably going to be ready to harvest probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. They're starting to die back a little bit, so we'll see. I just saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I was trying to figure out what it was. I apologize for that. Over here is my flower, 8x4 flower bed. And we are growing zinnias, cosmos, salvia. There is one herb in there that is holy basil, tulsi, and the rest are zinnias and sunflowers in the back. And back in here, I had two, and something took out the second one. This is a Mexican sunflower. It grows a really pretty red flower. Really anxious to see how those turn out. They should be probably in another month blooming. Over here, I've got a couple more sunflowers growing. This is my cantaloupe bed. I have, and it's a French name, so I'm going to mess it up. Chanterelle, I'm not sure how to say it. I will put the name of this one up on the screen also, because I know I'm not going to be able to say the name right. And then over here, this is Golden Jenny, I think it is. Golden Jenny. I'll also put the name of this one up. But they're starting to grow up the trellises. And then in the back here, I've got, that's a teddy bear sunflower and a couple more red salvias. And we'll swing you around here to this side. And we have green beans, pardon me. These are royal purple beans, and on the other side are contender. I have already picked off those beans the last couple of days. This is the second succession that I started. These are getting up there, but they're not quite ready to put off beans yet. These are some peppers. These are in the back of them are a Luton shower. They're a paprika pepper. And then in the front here are poblano peppers. Over here in this bed, I have asparagus. This was my first year of harvesting. They're 3 years old. I got maybe 3 or 4 spears off of it. I'm going to have to replant because I lost a couple plants in the cold. And then I started some bare root strawberries in front and behind there. We'll see how those do. Those are ever-bearing strawberries. They have produced fruit, and the squirrels have beat me to it, so I have not tried them yet. Every time I think I'm going to get one, the squirrels get them. Over here is my tomato and pepper bed. I am growing Dr. Witchies. These two are Dr. Witchies. And if you see, I've got one on the vine there. I'm also growing marigolds. The two in the middle are Russian purples, purple Russians. Not sure which way to go with that. And I also have some of those growing on the vine also. And then the last two here, this one and the one behind it, are Dr. Witchies. I'm not a big tomato fan, but I enjoy growing them, so I don't grow a lot of tomatoes. This is my third succession of green beans, and they're not coming up as well. They're kind of sparse. They are contender beans. These are my sweet peppers here. I am growing Jimmy Nardellos over there, and these are corbachis. They're all sweet. And then I put some Genovese basil in the middle there. And I have some volunteers. This one and this one here are Kajari melons from last year. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I should probably pull them. This is flowers. These are gaillardias. This is purple opal basil. And those are straw flowers. And there you have it. That is my garden for this year. Oh, there's a couple things over here I forgot about. Not a lot, but a little bit I've got growing here. This is called Moldavian Dragonhead Balm. It is a herb that you can grow for teas. And then we have our chamomile, that's German chamomile. That was a volunteer. And then I have some strawberries that I had left over. And I stuck them in these 2 containers. I've got some strawberries growing here. Hopefully the squirrels won't see those. And I'll get some. And there you have it. That is my garden for 2022. All right. I will do an update in about a month and let you know what's going on. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share. You don't want to miss a single video, so please subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.